Alright, it's Saturday the 24th of August. Today we are back at the Posh job and we are going to be giving the lawn a light scarifier with the weebang scarifier. If we just have a look underneath, we can see we've got 4 sets of blades on the cartridge. So first of all, we set off going left to right, just making my way back. This roughly took about 45 minutes to do the whole lawn. And then after that, we got our Hater Harrier 48 Pro out, and we went and give that a cut just to pick up the debris and reduce the height of the lawn. And there it is, finished. Looks great. Now we're going to give it a second pass, so I'm going to go up and down at the same height on the scarifier to remove any more thatch and just any debris that has built up since we last did it just over 8 weeks ago. That is the second pass done. So I just want to show you why it's a good idea to kind of scarify this time of year, because all these big grasses, these coarser grasses, aren't getting mowed because they're just lying flat, so it's just good to stand them all up, and then when we come and cut it now, we'll chop all that back. So we're going to thin that out. Generally we're going to thin the lawn all over. So we're going to get, as we go into the latter end of the season when there's lots of water and lots of heat, we're going to get disease outbreaks. So we thin it out now, we just reduce that chance of that happening. And we get rid of some thatch that's built up, because remember, this lawn isn't just pure ryegrass, this is an old fescue and everything else kind of lawn. So we've got the fescue lawn in there, which is building a thatch layer all the time, and then we've got the rye as well. So this is going to need more attention on a regular basis, even though I've not done anything for 8 weeks. Just because of the weather, really. We just had a bit of a drought and a bit of a hot spell, so we don't want to be doing anything now on a lawn this size in case we can't get on with any water. So what we'll do now is we'll get our Hater out, number 3, pick it up, and what I want to do is I want to start burning in our double stripes. What I've been doing is over the last few weeks I've just been mowing single stripes, left, right, diagonal, trying to get rid of those broad stripes. So what I want to do this time is I want to burn in double stripes to the width of my sprayer, and then it's easier for spraying going forward, and we'll just have a change, see how it looks with double stripes like we did when we first came in December and started the project. So everything's looking great. All the hydrangeas have been taking up the lawn feed as well, so maybe there's a bit gone into the border, because he says these have never looked so good, so it can only be that we're putting all the feed on and the roots are going under it and taking it up. So it's all looking very nice, and it's going to look even better once we've put our products on in a couple of weeks. It's going to look fantastic. So this is the last furore of like greatness we're going to get before the winter sets in. But the challenge then is to see how long we can get going with it into the winter and see how long we can keep it looking good. If you remember back at Christmas time, it was looking pretty good, but we did scarify it and kind of fake the stripes in, because we just scarified it and that generally flattens the grass and makes it look good. But we knew then we were going to get something special this year, because if you can get decent stripes in the winter, you're going to get decent stripes in the summer as well. So we'll get our Hater out and give this a cut. Okay, so now we've done the scarifying, it is now time to pick up with the Hater again. Just again on number 3, what we're doing is we're creating our double stripes, which correspond to the width of my sprayer, so when I'm spraying my liquid products I've got really accurate guidelines. Okay, so that's the scarifying and mowing done. So you can see now we've got these patches over here which we've thinned out a bit, so we've regained control of them, and we can see the soil there, so we know we've gone quite low. Now, the more grass you take out in terms of thatch and just dead grass, which is going to become thatch, the less resistance the mower has got, so the mower is going to naturally sink, so you don't always need to drop the height of the mower down. The less grass will drop the mower down itself, like a bed of nails. If you've got a full bed of nails and you lie on it, it'll hold you, but if you was to remove half the nails, you would sink a little bit further into it, and obviously if you just removed it to one nail, you would impale yourself on it. So it's a similar thing with the grass. So what you've got to be careful of this time of year is that because we've got less sunlight ahead of us in terms of months, in 5 weeks we'll be in October, we've got less recovery time, so we don't really want to be doing anything too harsh at this time or doing any damage, especially when we're turning because it's not going to recover in time. So what we'll do now is we will get our feed on, equilibrium, and get some liquids on. And if we just look at the sky, looks like it's going to rain later. The forecast says it is, so I think we just timed it perfect. The winds dropped from yesterday. We had hell of a storm yesterday. I don't know the name of the storm, but it was ruined Bolton Food Festival outside. Anyway, all the gazebos got blown away. But considering we're in the middle of nowhere, it's quite still. So we'll get on with that and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so next up is an application of equilibrium in our granular fertiliser. Okay, so what we're looking for when we're doing a rotary application with the fertiliser is just a nice consistent rainbow coming out, and this will ensure a good quality finish when it starts to grow. Just nice and slow wins the race. Next up, the liquids. We've got some water already in the tank. We've got slow grow going on with some Orbit, which is really going to help us out in the shade. Next up, Stellar Bio Boost, which is our seaweed product. H2Go, it's going to keep water moving through. Finally, some Grace, which is just going to help us out with some vitamins. And then we're going to go on with some Dan's Summer Secret, which has got iron in it, which is going to give us a really deep green colour, as well as a liquid nitrogen feed. Then we're just going to top up the tank with the remaining water. Give it a shake, just to mix all the products together. And then all that's left to do is to apply it with our Berthoud Valmoral Pro sprayer. Okay, so that's this video done and dusted. We'll let the rain do the work for us, but if there's no rain due where you are and you've done exactly what I've done, just give it a good watering to get them products activated. Now, look out for a video on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, because we're back at Britain's Best Lawn to catch up on the verticutting video. Now the products have all kicked in after 2 weeks and it's looking absolutely amazing. So make sure you tune in for that, and we'll see you next time here on Daniel Hibbert Lawn Expert. Bye for now.